Hi, I'm Frank McDonough, the Questionable Botanist, and this is the Questionable Botanist, where I answer all your plant questions here at 626-821-3236. You can call me now if you want, and I will answer your plant questions. And we got an interesting day. I got two things coming. One is a problem with roses that came in today. I took some pictures, and I'll talk about that with you. And another, I actually have a video. So we're going to actually see how this Ustream interface works with a video. It's kind of a funny video. So anyway, on to the question. Today I had actually a volunteer come in with a problem with her roses. And she brought me in the leaf, and the leaf looks like this. There is the leaf right there. And notice the mottling and the spots, the kind of overall grim appearance of the leaf. I took a closer look, and I noticed this orangey kind of mass there. So I put it under the mighty plant information microscope here, and here's what I found. An orangey powdery substance, looks like spores. Well, they are spores. This is rust. Scientific name, Phragmidium. Now let me go over some of the symptoms for you, because it's not just this. You may not see this. Symptoms are orange pustules, which you do see there, chlorotic spots, which you see right there on the chlorotic spots located right there on the leaf. Chlorotic means, by the way, without chlorophyll. And you can see these spots are more yellow than green. And mottling, well, there's definitely mottling here. And defoliation. And this is a leaf that has fallen off of the plant. So we have all three things going. It is rust. Rust is a fungus. It's a parasite. And because it's a parasite, it really has no interest in totally killing its host. It will make the host feel bad for a while, though. And it also makes gardeners feel bad because it makes their bushes look diseased. So what do you do about this? Well, the number one thing is cultural. There's a few things you can do culturally that'll help prevent rust. One is make sure your plants are well fed. Rust tends to be less of a problem on well-fed plants. Number two is make sure your roses are not getting any overhead water. Overhead water on roses is a terrible thing, not just for rust, but it promotes other diseases as well, including mildew, another parasite, and another fungus. And lastly, hygiene. And by hygiene, I mean cleaning all of the rusty stuff off of the rose and off of the ground around the rose. A lot of times people will clean up the rust, they'll cut off the leaves, but they'll leave the leaves there on the ground where they'll reinfect the plant. That's not a good idea. Clean it up, and always keep your roses mulched. 2 to 3 inches of shredded bark or small bark is ideal. And the reason you want to mulch your roses is that it tends to have an antifungal effect, and let me reiterate the antifungal thing. When the leaves fall onto the ground and they touch soil, it stimulates the fungus in them. There's something about that really gets the fungus going. Probably has something to do with the ability of the water to leach into the leaf. On the other hand, when they fall on mulch, that doesn't happen. Not to the extent it does on the soil. Now that's one thing. And two, the mulch helps you see the leaves so you can clean them up. So it's the season for rust. We've had a long, cool season. If you're overhead watering your roses, you're probably going to get a lot of it. Some varieties of roses are more susceptible than others. And so you have all these things going for this period of time right now, the extended June gloom and all, that really help promote rust. So keep an eye out for it. If you want to treat the rust, and not just with hygiene, there are a couple of things organically you can do. Dissolvable or water-soluble sulfur sprayed on the plant, and you have to be careful when you do this. Make sure the temperature is not too hot. If it is, you're going to burn your rose. Another thing is the use of neem oil, and neem oil is another thing too that if you use it when it's too hot, it will burn the rose. And neem oil is more of a preventative. Neem oil is best sprayed on the rose before it gets the rust. So neem oil is only so useful. So I want to go to something a little bit more fun. And this is Tim Phillips is our superintendent, and he just loves cactus and succulents and very strange, bizarre, spiny plants. And he was able to find I think it was from UCLA. They were going to get rid of these plants. They are the crown of thorns euphorbia, and they're huge. So he collected them he got them for our collection, and he brought them in, and they were all ramped up. And we thought for sure that these babies, once you undid the string, they were going to just expand like crazy. So he goes up to it, and he's going to start cutting on it. Look how gingerly he's doing that, ready to run if this thing starts springing out. He's taking his life in his hands. Look at that. I tell you, what a risk taker Tim is. There he goes. Now I tell you, I would not want to be there if the thing sprung open. Okay, Tim, you are the risk taker. Oh, nothing's happening. Oh, no. Nothing happened. As you can see, they just stood upright. So hopefully over time they're going to relax, but they are gorgeous. These specimens are probably tens of years old, if not more. If you're familiar with the crown of thorns fungus, crown of thorns euphorbia, it is a beautiful plant. So come by and take a look at these new crown of thorns euphorbias. Anyway, that's it for now. I'm Frank McDonough, the Questionable Botanist, and until tomorrow at 4 o'clock, goodbye and good gardens.